Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. In this one, we're talking about the NFL Wildcard games. So we have 5 picks in this video, so stay tuned to check out all 5 of the picks. So we have 5 games to cover as well in this video, and FanDuel and DraftKings are doing insane promos right now. If you're not on FanDuel, you just have to bet $5. You're going to get $150 in free bets from FanDuel. DraftKings had to one up them. And if you bet $5, you get $200 in bonus bets. Crazy promos are running right now. Both will be linked down below in the description of the video. If you haven't signed up for either of those sports books yet, definitely consider checking those out for this weekend of games. And also, if you want more picks, definitely get in the private Discord here. We have 5+ cappers giving out picks in here at all times. Obviously, in this video, we only have 5 picks for 2 days of games here in the wild card, so a ton more picks are going to be found in the Discord, so definitely get over there, check it out. It's less than $1 per day on the monthly plan, or if you just want to do the 3-day pass, you could do that as well. That'll take you through the Monday games as well, so check it out. It'll be linked down below and the pinned comment. So for the first picks here, we're going to go over Saturday's games. If you guys are watching this on Sunday, we have 3 picks for the Sunday games. Just fast forward to this timestamp that's shown up on the screen if you want to look at only the Sunday games. But for these Saturday games, the first 2 picks we're going to go to here is we're going to go to Cleveland. I really like Cleveland in this matchup. Think they're going to be in for a big game. I'm going to go to Amari Cooper here on the receiving yards of 76.5, taking the over for Cooper. He's been absolutely crazy with Joe Flacco, putting up insane stats. I think that's going to continue in this one. I don't think they'll be able to stop the Browns on offense and could struggle on defense. I think that the Browns could have a nice game here with that combo of Amari Cooper and Joe Flacco continuing to have big games. I'm going to use this tool a lot here. It's Outlier. They have a 7-day free trial linked down in the description if you want to check it out as well. I'll show you how to use some of it. So Amari Cooper here, we can look at some stats on the receiving yards. We can see on the season he's hit over this in 9 of 15 games. So really liking that stat here. Over in the last 3 games as well, with obviously that crazy game here where he received for 265 yards. Absolutely crazy. Houston is allowing 255 receiving yards, 25th in the league, so not very good. So I definitely think we can target Amari Cooper in this game. And when he did get these 265 yards, that was also against Houston. So his best matchup of the season so far, he gets again here in the playoffs. So expecting another massive game from Amari Cooper. Another cool thing you can do on Outlier is you can only look at games this year where Amari Cooper played with Joe Flacco. And then we can see he's hit this total over in 3 of 4 games here, and 3 of the last 3 games with Flacco as well. So liking Amari Cooper here for the first pick on Saturday. And then for the second Saturday pick, we're going to just run it back with his quarterback here, Joe Flacco, who's been absolutely crushing the yardage marks here. 3 straight games with 309 yards or more. And some massive games in there, 374, 368. Another great spot here for Flacco. And I think that he's just going to have a huge game here with Amari Cooper again. You can see in 4 or 5 games that he's played in this year, he's gone over. We could check that out on Outlier. So he's definitely going to be in for a big game. It's looking like on Saturday. So definitely liking Flacco as well. And you could do a little line shopping. This one might drop down from 272, and Cooper could drop down from 76.5. These are pretty high right now, and Prizepicks does have them higher, but love this combination. I think if you wait a little bit, or maybe by the time you're watching this video, some of these lines have dropped or changed. So you could actually probably get better lines on Cooper and Flacco, but definitely liking that pairing. All right, now for the Sunday game picks. We have 3 games on Sunday, so going to be covering 1 pick from each game on Sunday. The first one I'm going to go to is going to be Rico Dowdell, and I'm going to be going to him on the rush plus receiving yards. Honestly, I think that the Cowboys are going to make pretty easy work of the Packers. And Dowdell, as he's the backup running back, I think he's going to see a good amount of work in this one to save Tony Pollard a little bit. And Dowdell, pretty good lines here at 25.5. So liking what we're getting here. A lot of sites have these lines higher. The rush yards and the rush plus receiving are higher. So Prizepicks, you're actually getting good value on Dowdell. You can see over here they have it at 27.5. We're getting it at 25.5. Absolutely crushed it last week in a blowout game. I think he could do some of what he was doing last week. You know, he did get a good amount of rush attempts, 9 rush attempts, and then another blowout here, he got 12. So if they are blowing a team out, he can get double-digit even rush attempts, and I think we may be close to that. But even in some close games, you know, he can get you 5 carries or more. There's good amount of games where he got between 5 and 9 carries as well. So I think Dowdell is going to be pretty safe here. He also commands a good amount of targets. You could see a target in each of his last 7 games at least, and had 4 targets last game. So Green Bay, 28th in the league in defending the run. So we're liking Dowdell here and getting good value on a lower number than a lot of other sites have. So I'm going to lock in Dowdell for that first pick on Sunday. And then we're going to go to Jared Goff. I think Goff's going to have a big game in this one against the Rams. I think this could be a high-scoring and competitive game in this one. And Goff on 1.5 pass touchdowns, I think, is one that you should look at. Going to go with that, and I think that he's going to have a nice one. We can see Goff over here on the season. He's had at least 2 passing touchdowns in 9 of 17 games, so just over 50% of his games. The Rams are just about middle of the league in allowing passing touchdowns. And a cool thing you do on here on Outlier is look at total points scored in the game. So if we think this is going to be a higher scoring game where it's at least 44 points total, Goff has hit this over in 8 of 11, 73% of games when they score at least 44 points. Honestly, I think there could be even more points in this game if it just jumps up to 46. Then 8 of 10 games this season, Goff has thrown at least 2 touchdowns. So really liking Goff in this one. Going to go to that for the pick in the Rams and Lions game. And then for the last game, I do think it's going to be not that close of a game here. I think Buffalo is really going to run away with this one. And for that reason, I'm going to be taking Najee Harris under 59.5 rush yards. Liking Najee under. He's been having massive games, but those are in games where Pittsburgh has been winning and just trying to like run the clock out. So they've been going to Harris a lot. He's been getting a ton of carries and having some massive games, but I think that will stop in this game as Buffalo is really going to put a hurt on the Pittsburgh Steelers, in my opinion. So you can see a lot of sites have this at 57.5, so taking the under, we're actually getting a better deal here at 59.5 on Prizepicks. And then we can look at games here where the Steelers have lost by at least 15 points, and Harris has only hit this over in 1 of 3 games where they lost by that much. So I think we could see a game like that where they lose by 15. That's just what I think the game script for this is going to be. So for that reason, I'm going to be taking the under on Najee Harris, and I just don't think he's going to get it done here against a tough Buffalo rush defense. Against running backs, they allow just the 12th most rushing yards in the league at 82 total against running backs. Not thinking it's going to be a good game here for Najee, so that's going to be the last pick of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys haven't signed up for DraftKings, they have $200 in free bets if you just place a $5 bet for new customers. FanDuel, same deal, but it's $150 in bonus bets. So definitely check those out if you're not on FanDuel or DraftKings Sportsbooks yet. Also, if you want more picks like these, because we only give you 5 for the entire Wildcard weekend, we have 5+ cappers in here giving out picks in the private Discord, less than $1 per day on the monthly plan, or you could go for the 3-day pass here and get all of football covered for the weekend. So definitely check that out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.